Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Medico Voice. Today's topic is cellular events of acute inflammation. In my previous video, I have discussed the vascular events of acute inflammation, and today I am going to discuss cellular events of acute inflammation. Cellular here stand for WBC cells, that is neutrophil and monocyte. Neutrophil and monocyte are the main cells that is present as a cellular infiltrate in case of acute inflammation. Now let's see the normal blood flow of our body. In the blood vessels, there is a lining of endothelial cells in the periphery, and in the center, blood cells will be flowing. This type of mechanism of blood flow inside the blood vessels is called laminar type of blood flow, in which blood cells flow in the center and plasma is present in the periphery. Plasma, we all know, that is a component of blood. Now, in case of cellular events, there are two types of events, intravascular and extravascular event. Now, first discuss the intravascular event. Intravascular events means the events that are taking place inside the blood vessels. That means all the processes, all the system that is taking place inside the blood vessels. First one is margination. This is a peripheral margination. Normally, the blood cells flow in the center of the blood vessels, but in case of margination, in case of acute inflammation, there will be peripheral margination of the blood cells, especially WBC, that is neutrophil and monocyte, to the periphery. Here what happens, WBC that is normally present at the center of this blood vessels start moving from center towards the periphery. And what is the reason behind the peripheral margination? Stasis and exudation of plasma. Stasis means slowing of the blood flow, due to which WBC will start moving towards the periphery. About stasis and exudation of plasma, I have discussed in my previous video in case of vascular events of acute inflammation. So please go there and watch my previous video for knowing in detail about stasis and exudation of plasma. The next step in case of intravascular event is rolling. Rolling means the WBC cell first came to the periphery. Now at the periphery they will start rolling. There will be loose adhesion between WBC cell and the endothelial cells, the plasma that is present at the periphery. And due to a loose connection and stasis, decrease in speed of blood flow, there will be rolling of WBC cells on the periphery. And this process is called rolling of WBC on the periphery of the blood vessels. So in case of intravascular events, we have seen peripheral margination, rolling. Now next step is, now in case of rolling, there is mediators. What are the mediators? Mediators are actually the substances that help in the process of rolling. And what are the mediators for rolling? First is selectin, or we can call it CD62. CD stands for cellular differentiation, and sialyl Lewis X. These are the mediators for rolling. And there are three types of selectin present in our body: P-selectin, E-selectin and L-selectin. P-selectin stand for platelet. This is present on platelet. E stand for endothelium and L stand for leukocyte. Selectin is present in the Weber palette body of endothelium. Weber palette body is actually a storage granules which is present in the endothelium, and in that granules Willebrand factor will be present. So selectin is of very high importance in case of pathology. Now come to the next step, adhesion. In case of adhesion, there will be fine attachment of WBC on the peripheral margin. In case of rolling, we have seen there was loose connection, loose attachment between the WBC cells and the peripheral margin. But in case of adhesion, there will be fine adhesion. Now the WBC will not able to roll over on the margin of the WBCs, margin of the blood vessels. In case of adhesion, they will be tightly adhere to the margin of blood vessels. And what are the mediators that help in adhesions? Integrin and CD11A, and ICAM and VCAM. ICAM stand for intercellular cell adhesion molecule and VCAM stand for vascular cell adhesion molecule. Now the next step in case of cellular events inside the blood vessels is transmigration and diaperesis. Before transmigration or diaperesis, there is a small event which we can escape, but I am discussing it, that a small event takes place before diaperesis and transmigration, that is called pavementing. Pavementing means accumulation of WBC one over the other and form a layer. The WBC cells after adhesion will start accumulating one over the other and they will form a layer. This process is called pavementing. Now transmigration and diaperesis occur. Diaperesis or transmigration means movement of blood cells from intravascular to extravascular space, that is interstitium. In case of diaperesis, WBC cells that is present, that has accumulated on the peripheral margin of blood vessels, they will start coming out through the space between endothelial cells like a pseudopode and will come out of the blood vessels, will come out from the intravascular environment to the extravascular space, and they will finally go towards the insert tissue that I am going to discuss in next step. But in case of diaperesis, only WBC cells will come out of the blood vessels into the interstitium by pseudopode formation. And in case of neutrophil, if 24, in case of diaperesis, in case of acute inflammation, if neutrophil present for 24 hours and monocyte present for more than 24 hours. Now come to the extracellular events. In case of extracellular events, the first step is chemotaxis. Chemo stand for chemical and taxis stand for slow event. So overall we can say that chemotaxis is the slow movement of WBC towards the damaged cell in a single direction under the influence of chemotactic agent. After diaperesis, the WBC cells will move towards the insert tissue, will move toward the damaged tissue under the influence of chemotactic agent, and it will go in a single direction. There will be no deviation of WBC towards any side. It will directly move towards the insert tissue in a single direction under the influence of chemotactic agent. And what are the chemotactic agents? Chemotactic agent can be endogenous or exogenous. Endogenous chemotactic agents include bacterial products, and exogenous chemotactic agents include complement protein C5a, interleukin 8, and leukotriene B4. Now the next step in extracellular event is killing of bacteria by the process of phagocytosis. Phagocytosis, I am going to discuss it in my next video in detail. In case of phagocytosis, there will be certain steps followed. First one is recognition and attachment to the target microbes. Second one is engulfment, and the third one is killing and degradation. So this is all about the cellular events of acute inflammation, and vascular events I have discussed in my previous video, and I am going to give link of vascular events in the description box, so you can go there and watch the video. Thank you for watching the video. Do like, share and subscribe and hit the bell icon for more notification of the video. Thank you.